Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the Bulls losing to the Cavs, recapping that game. Also talking about how the Bulls are very confident in their ability to re-sign Vooch in this upcoming offseason. Also talking about some recent Billy Donovan hate and Patrick Williams' inconsistent minutes and his play. And also some more injury updates later in today's video. But nonetheless, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and it helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video, obviously about yesterday's loss to the Cavs and all the topics, updates, and rumors I'm about to jump into. But nonetheless, like I just did say, I just got done watching the Bulls lose to the Cavs, and I don't really know what to say at this point. Leave some comments below today's video about the Chicago Bulls standing pat at the trade deadline and their plays since the trade deadline, because the Bulls obviously lost to the Cavs last night. The Bulls have now dropped to the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Bulls also blew a 13-point lead yesterday versus the Cavs. That has happened all season long. I remember watching the game and my grandpa was over and I said, you know, the Bulls are playing good right now, but just wait, give it 5 to 10 minutes. The Bulls are going to blow this lead in this game, and look at what they did. They did exactly what I called. The Chicago Bulls also committed a season-high 23 turnovers, and the Bulls also did shoot 5 of 21 from three-point range, and they were outscored 28 to 15 in the fourth quarter. I don't really know what to say. This is the same story that's been going on all season long. There is really not much for me to say to fix this issue. I really don't think there's a simple fix. The Chicago Bulls are now 26-30, and they're the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. And as the days continue to go by, day by day and game by game, our Taurus continues to look wrong for standing pat at the trade deadline. The Chicago Bulls, in my eyes, either needed to make a big move to change this roster or blow up this team. I mean, the past trade deadline, it was pretty much a buyer's market. The Bulls could have got a lot of first-round draft picks and trade assets if they blew up this team, in my eyes. I just don't know what the answer is. I don't know what to continue to keep saying. Patrick Williams started out the game really hot. He then touched the ball a total of maybe 4 to 5 times for the rest of the game. You can blame that on Patrick Williams. You can blame that on the Bulls stars. You can blame that on Billy Donovan. There's really not much to say. This was expected. I'm just disappointed, and at this point there's really not much to say. The Bulls are going to be the Bulls, and honestly I'm just ready for this season to be over. Leave some comments and questions below today's video about yesterday's tough loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the next topic in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the whole Vooch situation. And obviously, Vooch is going to be a free agent in this upcoming offseason. But per Casey Johnson and our Taurus, the Chicago Bulls are very confident in their ability to re-sign him. Obviously, there was many articles and rumors that came out before the trade deadline talking about how the Bulls are expected to keep their big three in LaVine, Demar, and Vooch. And obviously, the Bulls did stand pat at the trade deadline. They were one of 2 NBA teams to stand pat at the trade deadline, the Bulls and the Cavs. I think it was quite obvious why the Cavs didn't make any moves, but in my eyes it's ridiculous that the Bulls did nothing. And after the trade deadline, our Taurus came out talking about why the Bulls stood pat and just the future of the Chicago Bulls. And he did talk about and gave a very positive answer in the Bulls' ability to re-sign Vooch in this upcoming offseason. He will be an unrestricted free agent, and in my eyes the Chicago Bulls have no other option than to re-sign Vooch now. Vooch is going to be a free agent, an unrestricted free agent. He can sign with any team in this upcoming offseason, and in my eyes the Chicago Bulls and Vooch need to come to a contract extension right now. The Bulls cannot continue to mess around with more fire, especially after standing pat at the trade deadline. The Bulls already gave way too many draft picks and trade assets for Vooch. An extension needs to get done ASAP in my eyes. And our Taurus did talk about Vooch's play this season, and he did say he's having an unbelievable year and we want him to be here. And I understand that, even though this Bulls season has been very bipolar, and the play especially, I feel like Vooch has been the most consistent Bull. And our Taurus did continue, and he did say, I think for this group that was important. Now that the trade deadline is passed, this is the group that we're sticking with, and they can go out there, play, and put their foot on the gas and go on a run. Obviously, since the trade deadline, the Chicago Bulls have now lost 2/3 games, and And I truly hope Arturas knows that he messed up and he should have made a trade. And now it seems like the Bulls are stuck in a corner, and the Bulls have to now sign Vooch to a contract extension. It's the obvious choice. I know some Bulls fans are not going to be happy with this, but the Bulls have to re-sign Vooch given that he can walk for nothing in this upcoming offseason. If the Bulls wanted to move on from him and trade him, they should have done that at the trade deadline. And now the Chicago Bulls waited too long, so I expect the Bulls to re-sign him or extend him before the season does end. And the next topic in today's video is about some Billy Donovan hate and the whole Patrick Williams situation and his inconsistent minutes as of late. Obviously, the Bulls stood pat at the trade deadline. Arturas was very confident in this group, and then after the trade deadline, they go out to lose to the Brooklyn Nets, who blew up half their roster and traded Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And after that game, Bulls fans were going crazy on Twitter and Facebook wanting Billy Donovan fired, and that whole rumor has been going on for a while now. And honestly, I don't blame them. I believe the Bulls and Billy Donovan never should have gave him a contract extension. I still don't understand that. His rotations, his lineups, his minutes have all been questionable this whole season long. But at the end of the day, the bigger issue in my eyes, Patrick Williams versus the Brooklyn Nets played less than 20 minutes. And after Patrick Williams did have a career month in January, Patrick Williams has now played under 20 minutes in 2 of the last 3 NBA games. I just don't understand what Billy Donovan is doing and this Bulls team. The Bulls seem uncommitted to developing their young talent while they're also losing games in a year that they don't have their draft pick. This is a special kind of basketball hell. You can blame the Bulls front office. You can blame Billy Donovan. I just don't understand it. And the final update in today's video is just a quick little update on Lonzo Ball and Justin Lewis. And according to Joe Cowley, he put out this article for the Chicago Sun-Times just the other day, and he did give an update on Lonzo Ball, and he did report saying that all indications are that the Chicago Bulls will officially announce that they will shut down Lonzo Ball for the season after the All-Star weekend. And let's be real, this doesn't surprise me, and it shouldn't surprise any Bulls fans. It was very unlikely Lonzo Ball was going to play this season, especially with the lack of updates and positive updates. There's been slow progress, but we heard that all last year. And after that, Justin Lewis did post a little update on his Instagram story. You know, Justin Lewis obviously tore his ACL this past offseason or early this season, and I'm just really happy that the Bulls did keep him on their 2-way contract. I really like Justin Lewis. I like the potential. I just want to see him get healthy and play some minutes for this Bulls team. He did post on Instagram the other day about him running on the treadmill, so that's really cool and really good to see, and that's good progress for him. And he also posted a video of him working out and lifting some weights. I'll make sure to throw up these videos on the screen, but nonetheless, I just hope Lonzo can be ready for the start of next year. Same with Justin Lewis. That's really cool to see that he posted some videos on his Instagram of him running and weightlifting. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.